Walter Payton, sweetness, arguably the greatest football player of all time, didn't even want to play football. He wanted to play in the band. Real talk. I'm not making this up. I'm currently reading a biography of Walter Payton called Sweetness. And that's one of the things I've learned in the book. Okay. So let's talk about it briefly. I want to share this with y'all. Okay. But before we do, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most insane sports show in the game. Put it on something. Again, hit that subscribe button, put all your people on it, you feel me? Join the channel, become one of the realest ones, contribute via Cashapp or super thanks, you know what I'm talking about? Anything you give continues our, helps us continue our mission to become the one-stop shop for all things Black culture. You feel me? But y'all know, if you follow me for real, that I promote reading, okay? When I, generally speaking, when I read something, I like to post it. I like to try to show people who follow me, you know, to my that a person like me is a reader. So I try to encourage the youngins coming up under me to read. I try to encourage parents to read to your kids, you know, to my it's really the ultimate way of educating yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like a movie can only in 2 hours, even a 3 hour movie, it's only so much info you can really get up in there because the time is limited. And a good documentary is still time limited. A book, man, a well done book, man, it's the best, other than living it, it's the best way to get information, especially when it's well done. You feel me? So I try to promote that. And so right now, I'm reading a book about Walter Payton. And it seemed like a dope book. You know what I'm talking about? The author is Jeff Pearlman. If I'm not mistaken, he's the one that wrote the book about the 90s Cowboys that I enjoyed. So that's what made me pick this one up. My brother actually told me that he had a book on Walter Payton. So I went and looked it up, and I'm on it right now. So as I see some dope little tidbits in it, you know what I'm talking about, I'm share it with y'all periodically. Right now, I'm on a heavy part where Walter Payton is going through integration. You know what I'm saying? But I'll share more of that with y'all later. So let's start with this one. This is a little fun story. Okay. Because I didn't know that Walter Payton wanted to play in the band, that he had ever been in the band like that. You know what I'm talking about? I can see it though, because in our culture, the band ain't nothing bad. It ain't like you got, and I've said this before, in Black culture, we don't have band geeks, band nerds. No, you in the band, you that shit. Some schools, the band is more popping than the football team. You feel me? But this man is arguably the GOAT. And some folk probably pissed at me for saying it's an argument. You feel me? Like, so for for somebody like that to learn that he didn't even want to do that shit, you know, it was interesting to me. It makes me think like, damn, what if he never played football? What if he went to Jack State instead and got in the boom? You know what I'm saying? But I want to read this excerpt to y'all from the book, okay? It reads, and yet, as Walter Payton began his freshman year of high school in the fall of 1967, he showed little interest in organized football. He was a music guy, firmly entrenched as a drummer in both Jefferson's concert and marching bands. Now, Jefferson was the segregated school he was going to, and Columbia High School was where the white kids were going, okay, before they end up integrating, okay? I kind of alluded to that earlier, okay? But back to the quote. All right. It goes on to say, when asked about the gridiron, he mostly shrugged dismissively and noted, that's Eddie's world, not mine. Talking about his brother, Eddie Payton. Now, I had heard during when I watched Walter Payton's documentary, they got that Football Life. Those are great, by the way. Go check that shit out. And just being from around here and reading stuff in local papers and stuff like that, you see that Eddie Payton was a bad motherfucker himself, his brother. And this book is really showing that as well. Like his brother was that shit. Okay. And so we could have been living in a world where Eddie Payton just was the one that we knew of for football. And Walter could have ended up being in the Bone on the drums. What a different world would what a different world this would be. Them damn Bears that I can't stand. They wouldn't have a Super Bowl. I can tell you that. They wouldn't have that. They wouldn't have that. The inspiration that this man gave to so many running backs and football players in general. I don't know. You just when somebody's that good at something, you just be thinking that they always wanted to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like I go back to this recent story. If y'all watched the NBA draft, you saw so many of them kids, man. They've been working for this since they were babies, like them Thompson twins, them identical twins. Y'all know about their story? Like their parents been grooming them for this shit forever. You feel me? So when somebody's something, and I'm not saying they finna be as good as Walter Payton at basketball, but I'm saying when somebody is so good at something like Walter Payton is a GOAT, and someone would say he's the GOAT. When you're that good, people would think this is what you wanted to do forever. You just were destined for it. And at one point, Walter Payton, like, he just wanted to play drum, dog. Bad man. Okay. But that's the joy of reading. I love learning little shit like that in books. And I strongly encourage y'all, youngers out there that fuck with me for real, start reading, man. You feel me? Or if you are reading, I salute you. Keep doing that. You feel me? And I'll be filling y'all in on other shit. It's some heavy shit. Again, where I am right now in the book, the whole integration thing that's going on down there in South Mississippi. It's some heavy things. I want to make sure I finish that before I really speak on it. But it's some real shit that needs to be talked about, especially at this moment where we got this bullshit Black history being pushed in our country. You feel me? But chime in, man. Let me know if y'all from down in that area, if y'all knew Walter Payton, or you already knew about this story, man. Chime in and let us know how Walter was on them drums. All right? Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?